Ohio Governor John Kasich is scum. He's the very definition of what drain the swamp means, a career politician whose roots are tied to progressive globalism. He supports open borders policies, illegals, refugees, and is now supporting the Democrats erasing our history. That's right, Kasich has once again sided with anti-American liberals, and has made it even easier for these wild monsters to exhume Confederate soldiers and from their graves and throw them in the river. A small Ohio town that exhumed the bodies of Confederate soldiers and discarded their remains in a dirty lake has inspired Ohio Governor John Kasich to enact legislation allowing other cemeteries to do the same. He signed an executive order this morning waiving the protections granted to the graves and memorials of Confederate veterans in the state. Speaking out against Confederate monuments. "We owe a great deal of gratitude to history and the brave men and women who have fought and died to make this great country what it is today," read a statement released by the governor's office. However, we are a divided people. Gone is a nation that looked past its racist, violent history in favor of that warm tale where everyone was equal and the future was bright. Confederate monuments in public spaces are nothing more than grotesque reminders of the fake news that once threatened our great republic, and which threatens us again today. Let's leave memories of the Confederacy where they belong, on the internet, and reclaim this great land for more righteous mistakes and tragedies yet to come, the statement concluded. A state governor supporting the desecration of veteran graves is a highly controversial escalation in the nationwide debate over the place Confederate statues and memorials have in contemporary American society. A white nationalist rally that turned violent in Charlottesville, Virginia on August 12 brought renewed attention to the divisive issue and led cities across the country to remove Confederate monuments. Kasich positioning for 2020 presidential bid. Beyond inflaming an already sensitive debate, Kasich's decision to support removal of Confederate memorials while also embracing the concept of fake news is a clear political maneuver aimed at drawing support from Trump opponents while also chipping away at the president's base, which stood by him last week when he questioned whether removing Confederate monuments has gone too far. "This is Governor Kasich preparing for the 2020 presidential election," said Ohio Republican strategist Dennis Lovell. "He doesn't care about dusty Confederate grave sites. Allowing cemeteries to dig up and sexually molest the remains of Confederate soldiers is clearly a polarizing move, sure, but the governor is banking on the majority of Americans favoring unity and being done with Trump come the next election, and he wants to be remembered as a leader willing to take the radical steps necessary to bring this country back together."